Hello, I'm Susie Huddleston, the Training Ambassador for Mayflower. Today we're going to learn how to do a loop and collar. This takes quite a bit of balloons, and I've gone ahead and pre-inflated some of them, but the ones that are new are the 160s. These 160s are called 160s because when they're inflated they're going to be 1 inch thick by 60 inches long. Now the little green pump that I usually use works with this, but it's difficult for the lip to get around into the nozzle. So a smaller pump has been created for the smaller balloons. These can easily be ordered through Mayflower anytime. Quick delivery on these. So you just want to pump these up until the end completely disappears. And then I'm just going to carefully bleed a little bit out so that I have some ends to work with here. And then I'm just going to tie them together with a knot. And I'm going to repeat that process again. So just want to pump up a little bit. Marry your ends together, get a little bit of tying room, and then just tie the ends of the knots together. Now, this particular design is going to require 2 of these. So I'm going to take the inflated ends together, stretch these 2 out. Now with the opposite end of the inflation, I'm just going to pinch it with my finger, bring these together, and then just wrap this and twist it about 4 or 5 times. So I'm going to have this really cool little loop-de-loop. Kind of looking a little bit like an X. So we're all ready for assembly, so let's get started. I'd like to have a happy birthday balloon orb more than anything else, only because these are the best selling in the grocery industry. So we want to try to have balloon art for things that are going to sell relatively easily. So the first layer of this is going to be a 5-inch balloon with 3 pumps into it. So I'm going to take the first layer of my 3 pump balloons, and I'm just going to take the ribbon and do a little figure 8 around the base. Then I'm going to incorporate this fun little loop-de-loop guy. And the trick here is to really apply some pressure at the center, so that when I'm putting my figure 8 on here, I'm pulling it. Another figure 8 over here, and I'm really pulling it. I'm going to do another figure 8 over here and over here. Now that seems a little overdone, but it's not. So try to just stay with me on this, because this needs to be very, very tight in here. I'm going to take another quad, which is 3 pumps each, just like the orange ones. And I'm going to stack these up so that they're perpendicular. And now I'm putting a loop around each one of these balloons. Taking my ribbon and doing a figure 8 and tying it tighter. A figure 8, tying it tighter. And then my last figure 8. All the way around. It's nice and taut. And I want these 2 sets of balloons stacked to each other. Now I'm going to add my final layer, and it is a quad, but this one has 5 pumps. So 3 pumps, 3 pumps, and 5 pumps. This one is going to be offset, and we're going to do the figure 8 trick again, all the way around. All the way around. All the way around. way around. This just ensures that I have equal pressure all the way through and through. And it's nice and tight. You don't really want to see anything in between here. And everything, including us, needs just a little bit of adjustment. So what I want to make sure of is that each one of these 3 pump balloons are stacked on top of each other, that my loop is sitting around very pretty, and that I have a nice teardrop shape at the base. Now, every time we touch a balloon, it's going to be 50 cents. So we've already got, a quad is $2, and we have 3 quads, so that's $6. And then we have 2 of your 160s, so that's another $1. So that's a $7 upgrade here. But wait, there's more. What I'd like to show you is how we are going to get another $7 off of this. And that is by repeating that exact same design, but from the ground up. So we're going to start off with a 5 pump balloon first. This one is going to be sitting on the ground. And anytime things are sitting on the ground, I think it's a nice thing to do is just to get a piece of tape and put it at the base of the balloon. So you can see now that I have tape at the base of each one of these bottoms, so that if it sits on a piece of sand, a rock, perhaps a shard of glass, not very likely, but something sharp, this base is going to hold true and it's not going to pop, because there's nothing worse than having your design done and then one popping and then you have to go and redo it. So this is just kind of insurance. So what was on top of the blue balloon was a green balloon, your little 3-inch guy. And then we had our loop-de-loop unit. And then the orange one fit right on top. Remembering that the orange one and the green one were perpendicular to each other. And they all have a little pedal around each one of them. So we're just trying to duplicate what we had on top on the bottom. Now these 160s are terrific because not only do they look fun and give you a new design, new texture, but these can also be incredibly stretchy, and you can use this as your ribbon instead of your ribbon. So just tie this in a bunch of figure 8s equally around each one. And this is nice, safe and secure. And now we are going to take our top balloon and we're just going to put a weight on it. Now we're just going to incorporate the two. Get a decent amount of space in between them. And then you're just going to wrap your weight. With the figure 8. Okay, you guys, this is looking really good. A little bit of configuring, and this is the same as this. Super cute, super fun, and you got an additional $14 ring on this. That's worth writing home about. Well, thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Here at Mayflower, we hope that you have a very perfect day today. Thank you for joining us.